Hello everyone, welcome to week 5. As you know, this is computerized medical office procedures online. So anyway, I've heard from a few of you in the last week, and several of you have mentioned that the video announcements kind of help a little bit. So I'm going to stick with it and give you another one for week 5. So let me give you the rundown. Again, the main reason for my video announcements is that I know as an online student myself, that day comes when a new week starts and you know it's coming, and you log on and you click that go button and you open up the week and it goes boom, and it's just so much, and it just kind of stresses you out a little bit, and it's kind of overwhelming just to see things kind of thread down. So again, this is just to let you know, no worries, you can do this. I have to be very particular when I write in my online classes, so I know it looks like a lot, and it is a lot at sometimes, but again, just pace yourself, and I know you'll get through the week. So anyway, I don't have the right picture up here. I'm going to go to my announcement link. As you know, week 5, I always starts with my announcements. Week 4 this is Thursday, so week 4 will be wrapping up tonight. So if you missed anything in week 4, make sure you get that complete for today. But I'm going to talk about week 5 at the Family Care Center. So again, everything I talk about is in a nutshell right here. So instead of going through each one of these, let me go to the assignment link and kind of just walk you through what to expect in week 5. So at the assignment link, you should be able to see the week 5 folder. And there it is. Again, the week is the 14th. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Or Galentine's Day, I've been saying to my coworkers. It's February 14th through the 21st. So here we go, week 5. Of course, we are continuing in our Sanderson textbook. Before we get going on chapter 5, I just want to draw your attention here. I am posting the chapter 4 exercises that you would have done for week 4. Again, using the Medisoft program itself, you are going to make changes to the Family Care Center. If you haven't looked at these are very nice. They take a lot of time to create, but I take screenshots of everything that I'm doing on every single assignment. You added an employer in exercise 4.3, if you recall. You searched for some information in exercise 4.4. So again, you edited some patient information with the actual Medisoft program running on your devices. So again, that's just a good review to go back and see, did I get all the information in here that I needed to? So anyway, just wanted to, share that with you. I post that again at the beginning of the next week. In week 5, you're going to be working with cases in your Medisoft program at the Family Care Center. Excuse me. Again, as you know, you'll learn about when a case is created for a patient in your chapter reading. But again, using your Medisoft program, I'm just going to pull mine up here. You're going to be going to, again, this list menu, patient, guarantors, and cases. You're going to be clicking on this one, which you probably did already in chapter 4. Only in chapter 5, instead of entering data about the patient, you're going to be clicking on this case radio button. And again, I'm just going to pull one up. I'm not going to make any changes because I don't want to mess up my program. But again, you're just going to pull one up and edit cases or create a new case. You probably will not be deleting a case, but you're going to be working in the case function on your Medisoft program. And so again, all of these sub-menus here, you're going to be entering data for those. A lot of it's going to come from your patient information form. And remember, all of those forms that you will have to reference are at the back of your text. And each exercise will say, look at, let's see, source document, 1 or source document 2. So again, watch the source document. Sorry, I was good before I started. So again, you're going to be becoming very familiar with these sub-menus. All right, so that's in your Medisoft. So I just want to share that with you. Let me go back to, minimize this, and I'm going to go back to my week 5. All right, so you're going to be working with cases. Once again, like I said last week, I hope you saw this. Every week I post notes for each chapter. Here's your chapter 5 notes. These are just little hints and helps as you enter information on each of the exercises. I have mine pulled up here, so I'm just going to click on it. These are the chapter 5 notes. They're very helpful. Always look at these before you start making changes using your Medisoft program. Again, they'll tell you about the source documents. Here's a little few notes about exercise 5.5, 5.7, and then some information about the apply your skills, which again, the apply your skills are at the end of your chapter. Don't skip those. You still are adding more data to the Family Care Center. So again, please take a look at that. So that is available to you. Then for homework this week, as always, I have asked you to do a Connect Learn Smart. Oops, I didn't put it on there. I will update this. A Chapter 5 Connect Learn Smart and the Chapter 5 Connect Review assignment. Once again, as you do the exercises with Medisoft, take a look at the questions at the end of your chapter, the chapter worksheet and that, because a lot of your questions in this review assignment will come as you're doing the work. Once again, you're doing a Medisoft simulation. I'm only using the practice mode. Again, I'm looking for 100%, which you all do. You really can't mess up a simulation. I mean, that's good, but I don't know about you. I learn the most when I do mess things up. So by using the actual Medisoft program, it allows us to really be careful with the information that we're entering on patients, just as we would if we worked at an actual medical facility. So the simulations are there for practice, hence the practice mode. Then once again, this week, make sure you go through and do all of the Medisoft exercises as well and restore and back up your work. I do not have a practical medical office assignment. So far we've had 2. You had 1 in week 3 and you had 1 in week 4. Most of you are finding those now. If you still have not registered an access card for the practical medical office assignment, in the grade book for these you're probably seeing a 0. I will go in and I always take your highest score. I know some of you have done these more than once. We think we're really good on our soft skills until we're put to the test. So if you want to do them over to improve your score, please do so. I am of the belief that I always like to catch students learning and doing better than to penalize them. So I encourage students to do it more than once to improve not only your performance but your score. But this week, again, no practical medical office assignment is posted. So once again, if you have not completed these, please give me a call. We need to visit. There is a discussion board posted, and the discussion board really centers on what you've done before in week 3 and 4 on the practical medical office. So I'm just saying, okay, go back. Think about your interactions that you did on the first simulation. Think about the work task proficiencies that you did on the second. And answer these questions, do kind of a reflection as a medical assistant at the front desk. Did you have any challenges? What did you learn? What are you good at? What are you skilled at? So again, don't be brief with this. Don't give me one line. That doesn't really tell me that you have a very reflective response. So I'm asking you to do a discussion board post for me. And about the discussion board, I did this a little differently this week. I'm going to go to my discussion forum. This week on the discussion board, I put this forum up here. Let it load. Okay, hang on just a second. Let me double check something. All right, so again, you might see on this one, participants must create a thread in order to view other threads in this forum. So in other words, you can't see what anybody else is writing. This is just really on your own. Think about it. And then once you post, you can see yours and everyone else's. Also this week, you don't have to respond to anyone else's, but I encourage you to read other discussions. All right, so I just wanted to point that out. Let me go back to our assignment link and chapter 5. Everything's moving a little slowly today. I have to be patient as my students tell me. What else do we have? Okay, one other thing, or two other things. So again, you're going to do your Connect, you're going to do your simulations. You're not going to do a medical practice office simulation. You're going to post to the discussion board, as you know. And then it's time to go back and do 2 more exams. And I think I talked about this a couple weeks ago. Students do better instead of having one exam with chapter 3 and 4 both in those. I just separate them. Students do better on score-wise. They're more focused on the questions. So I post 2. So you have your chapter 3 Sanderson test over the Sanderson text and the chapter 4. So make sure you do those 2. These are timed, so be sure and watch your time. All right, and again, that's it for this week. So again, I'm really excited because I think I've talked to most of you. You all seem to have had no problem, or if you did have problems, you've got them fixed, but you've all got the Medisoft program loaded on your computer with the data files, and you're actually doing the exercises as you would if you worked in a medical facility. You're changing data at the Family Care Center, you're saving your work, you're backing it up, and then you're restoring as the weeks go on. So thank you for doing that. To me, that is as real life as we can get in an educational venue. I thought about just using simulations, but simulations really can't create mistakes that we all learn from. So thank you for doing that. And again, I know the first few weeks were kind of busy with loading programs and access codes and all of that. But really now, for the rest of the semester, we are just going. We're going with the program, we're going with the simulations, and we're just learning more and more functions of the Medisoft program. So I think it's getting better in that respect. Anyway, I don't know if I have anything else to share with you. If you have any questions, please email me, stop in if you're on campus, call me. I am here to help you. You are not out there alone. And I just, want to wish you all a great week and a great day. I know you're all very busy people, and I always tell my friends and my family members, no matter how busy you are, take some time for you. It can be 5 minutes alone time, or, just enjoy sunshine or something like that, just something. Everybody needs to be recharged. And I'm a big person on quotes, so I'm going to share with you the quote that I started out my semester with. It's on my desk. I'm also a worrier. So here's my quote to you. My quote is a Will Rogers quote, and it says, "Don't let yesterday take up too much of your today." So that's my quote for you this week. Anyway, if you need anything, remember, I'm right here. Have a wonderful week, everyone.